Hello dear writer. I'm Lydia, and welcome to Writer's Encyclopedia, your indispensable resource library to master the art of writing. In this video I'll share practical tips for crafting action scenes that are dynamic and engaging. With these tricks, your readers will feel every blow, root for each move, and experience the fight alongside your characters. To start, think about the real physical effects of combat. For example, a punch to the nose may not be lethal, but it's incredibly disorienting. Beyond the pain, it causes the eyes to water automatically, throwing the character off balance and adding a touch of realism to the scene. These details help the reader visualize the impact and emotionally connect with the character. Another interesting physical effect is what happens when breathing is affected. A kick or punch to the stomach knocks the wind out of someone, but a hit to the diaphragm is even worse. When a character takes a blow like this, show them struggling to catch their breath and recover, drawing the reader into the scene. Second tip: respect the physics of fights. In a fight, size and weight make a huge difference. If the character is smaller and facing someone heavier, they need to stay agile and avoid direct confrontation. This is especially important for characters who rely on intelligence and technique rather than brute force. Show the character dodging, evading, and using speed to their advantage. To add tension, show the larger opponent blocking the protagonist's escape route, forcing them to think fast. Adaptability is crucial for an agile character, and showing this skill creates a dynamic scene. Third tip: strategic positions. Your head controls your body's movements, and an experienced fighter knows this. By pushing an opponent's head, they can destabilize the entire body. Use this tactic to create decisive moments in the fight. For instance, the protagonist might push the opponent to create space or avoid a blow. Another common technique involves targeting the chin. Known as a knockout point among fighters, a well-placed hit there can bring down an opponent instantly, and explaining this to readers adds a layer of realism and suspense. Fourth tip: targeted attacks. Some points on the body when struck cause immense pain and even hinder movement. For example, a hit to the kidneys causes intense pain and restricts movement. The back of the head and neck are also highly vulnerable. Showing the fighter protecting these areas makes the scene even more realistic. If you want to depict an extreme danger scenario, place the character in a situation where these vulnerable points are exposed. This creates a sense of constant risk and tension. Fifth tip: neutralizing moves with technique. Not all defenses have to be evasive. Often the best defense is to get close to the opponent. In a fight, the closer the character is to their opponent, the harder it is for the opponent to throw kicks or wide punches. A skilled fighter knows how to approach to neutralize attacks. A character who understands this technique might approach their opponent, grabbing or blocking a leg and forcing them into an unbalanced position. This level of skill adds depth to the scene and shows that the character is truly experienced. Sixth tip: know the character's fighting style. Each fighting style has a strategic advantage. A boxer, for instance, feels comfortable fighting upright and exchanging punches, while a jiu-jitsu fighter would prefer to take the fight to the ground. Knowing the character's fighting style and using it strategically in scenes is essential. An interesting detail is to show that the character has knowledge of different styles, making them versatile. For example, a fighter who knows both boxing and jiu-jitsu can switch styles depending on the situation, creating more intense and surprising fight scenes. Seventh tip: avoid excessive acrobatics. Sometimes less is more. Flashy moves and acrobatics are eye-catching but impractical in real fights. Believe it, a quick dodge, a direct punch, or a well-executed technique is more effective and brings much more realism to the scene. A character who fights practically with calculated moves appears experienced and confident. Using small, precise movements without excess gives a mature and professional touch to the character's skill. With these tips, you're ready to write fight scenes that will captivate your readers and make your story even more impactful. Remember, a good action scene is more than just strikes. It brings the fight to life for the character and creates tension. If these tips helped you, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any content, and share with other writers you know. See you next time.